Hello! Welcome to Confessions of a Refashionista. I'm Refashionista Sherry, and I am here to show you how to live affordably, sustainably, because why? Being eco-friendly shouldn't cost the earth. Now, I actually am a little bit chilly, and I was super excited because I recently got this adorable camisole vintage tank top. You know, I guess it's actually technically underwear, but I love it and it's so pretty. So I thrifted this recently. I was so excited, washed it, put it on today, and yeah, it's cold, it's unpleasant, it's raining. It was lovely and sunny yesterday. Today it is freezing and cold. So how is it where you are in the world? Let me know down below. I'm genuinely curious. Is this like just a kind of Toronto, Canada thing, or is everywhere having it's hot one day and then it's super rainy and cold, and we're even supposed to have snow. It is springtime and it's supposed to snow again this week. So let me know down below where you are in the world and what the heck is going on with your weather. Is it like it is here, or are you having more pleasant weather? Let me know. Anyway, so I'm actually quite chilly, and I created this amazing, what should we call this? A scarfigan? Cardigan? Scarfigan? No, cardigan? Scarf. Scarfigan. Yes, you see, my brain does work well. Okay, scarfigan, cardigan, scarf combo. So, it is a scarf that, you can, string curtain, sorry. You can also wear as a cardigan. Look at that. It's got sleeves, and yeah, how cool is that? I love this so much. So you can wear your beautiful thrifted vintage tank top with your lovely scarf, and then when you get chilly, it transforms into, you know, sleeves, cardigan, bolero, shrug. What the heck should we call this thing? I like scarfigan, but because scrug, that's not. No, let's not do scrug. Let me know again. More questions for you. What's your weather like? Where are you in the world? And what should we call this thing? And I guess we should just get making it, right? Go grab a scarf and let's make one.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.
For this crazy fast project, all you need is a scarf that stretches from one wrist around your back all the way to your other wrist, or even longer, pins, and your sewing gear. This can either be stitched by hand or on your machine. So this seriously is so easy. It is like two really simple steps. And the first one is to grab your scarf, swing it around your shoulders like so, and try to kind of make it as even as possible. Now, how I do that is I match up the end kind of corners and then kind of just twist it around. This is longer than my arms, so this is a bit of a challenge, but there, I got it. Okay, now. So it's Editing Sherry here, and I just have a quick question for you. I received a comment on a previous video saying that I always need to be wearing makeup in like every part of my videos, and I'm just wondering, do you guys like get all glammed up and your hair done and makeup when you're actually working on a project? Because I don't, and you know, just keeping it real here. So so yeah, let me know down below if you you know, just kind of do your projects how you're comfortable in comfy clothes and no makeup, or do you maybe get all gorgeous up when you're just kind of, you know, working on your sewing and stuff like that? Let me know. I'm going to drop one side and take this corner and this corner of this side, pinch them together, and you see I have pretty much created my sleeve already there. But then I'm going to grab that with this hand and just kind of slide my hand down the length here until I get to just above my elbow, just, you know, where your elbow bends, just above there. Then grab it with this hand and pin in place. And yeah, I have literally just created the kind of area that I'm going to stitch down to create my sleeve. Easy peasy. So there's actually a couple of different ways that you can put your mark on the other end of your scarf. And a really simple one is to, sorry, Mr. Jack is again tippy-tapping around here to see what I'm doing. But anyway, so a really easy way is to simply fold the scarf in half and then match up the corners and of course just put another pin at your pin mark here. But because this scarf isn't super even and it has this trim on it which kind of is gathering everything up, I am actually going to take my measure and go from one corner up to my mark, and I see it is what, 37 centimeters, and so that is what I'm going to put on the other end of the scarf. 37 centimeters. Grab a pin, put it in, and now I'm gonna go stitch it all together. So because this scarf has this pom-pom trim all the way around it, it is a little bit picky to stitch. So I'm going to go nice and slow and hopefully I will not end up trapping any pom-poms inside, but let's see how we go here. Alrighty, I finally got the first end of the scarf stitched together. So now I have flipped it over and I'm going to do the other end just as slow and steady as I did the first side. I mean, like, you don't get any easier than that. It is literally 2 straight seams. And I mean, really, you could just use fabric glue, right? Like to just glue it, or if you don't have fabric glue and you just want it to kind of last for a day or two, bust out your glue gun, I guess. And then it's, you know, you're done in seconds and you're out the door. But I mean, again, quick and easy refashions are just awesome, and when they have such kind of surprisingly awesome results like this one, and the pom-pom trim, you know, although it was a bit picky to stitch through, it really kind of adds something. So if you make one, maybe think about adding some trim to at least the kind of sleeve ends, because that's pretty cool. I was thinking there's got to be more ways to wear this, right? So we of course here, this is one, right? You wear it like a cardigan. And I mean, of course, there's all the kind of traditional ways. Oh, this string curtain. Traditional ways to wear a scarf. Now, because I lived in Europe and Asia for so long, I really got into wearing scarves, and my scarf collection is massive. Do you like scarves? Like, do you kind of throw one on and, you know, before you go, do you wear it with like a tank top? I have so many lightweight summer scarves. This was like such a big thing when I lived, particularly in Germany. Everybody, men, women, kids, everybody had scarves that coordinated beautifully with their outfit. So is that something that you do yourself? I am super addicted to particularly vintage scarves while I'm thrifting, and my collection is getting out of hand. Okay, so here's another way. This was a really typical way that I would wear my scarf, and I still do. Let's see, what else can we do? What else can we do? Oh, right, the loop, where you make a loop on one end, put it around your neck, and then loop the other end through, and it kind of ties it in like a little knot like that. I particularly like this in winter because it really stays nicely in your coat because it's basically knotted around your neck. Is that like it? I mean, 3 ways is pretty good, I think, for a single garment. So yeah, we have the shrug, or I'm sorry, cardigan, correct? And then the simple around the neck, and yeah, and then knotted. Do you have any other ways to wear scarves? I know there's like loads of books from the 80s, because in the 80s that was such a thing. I remember even as a kid in the 80s seeing these books everywhere, like 101 ways to tie a scarf. So I'm gonna be on the hunt for one of those books now in the thrift store. Yeah, for loads more of, you know, just everything, and Refashionista and upcycling tips, tricks, and tutorials. head on over to refashionistasherry.com. It's all over there. Check out my e-courses, of course. And you know what? Please do, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff that I'm supposed to say as a YouTuber, I guess. And yeah, I am putting out now videos every Friday at noon Eastern. You get a new rockin' Refashionista video here. So, I mean, tell your friends, tell everybody. And one more time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on